Good morning. It is February 15th, down here on the homestead, 7:25 a.m., 26 a.m. rather. And we got to check out some stuff before we get started for the day. Gonna try and sell this wood today. Well, not try, we will sell the wood today. It's not that big of a problem. Chickens over here doing good. Chickens here doing good. 67 pieces now, it looks like. Yeah. Wait. 36 pieces, 67 kilograms. I've read that incorrectly. Alright, let's check how this silage is going. 32%, good. This one we started filling up already. I put quite a bit in here. A little over 13 and a half. And we got our greenhouses going here. Still going pretty good. Yeah, tomatoes growing. Strawberries growing real fast. We're going to have a crate of strawberries here in not too much longer. So let's get back over here to the tractor. We're going to take the tractor and the flatbed. We're going to go park near the trees over there, the logs that we cut up already. And we're going to go ahead and load those on up. Load them up, stage it, get ready to take it to the shop. Hope I shut the lights off. Alright, just a little hop, skip, and a jump over here to get to the logs. Here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and spin the tractor around this way, park it perpendicular to the logs. Make it just a little bit easier to get to them. There we go. Go ahead and shut her off. Let's grab the skid steer. Get on over there. And we still have quite a bit of grass to collect up. Throw into the silage pit. That'll be pretty much the main focus after selling these logs. I really want to get rid of some of this overgrowth over here. Still hear the chickens over there doing their thing. I honestly think that's the same sound they've used for the chickens at least since Farming Sim 15. I want to say they use the same sounds. Though, I mean, if you got the sound of chickens already, why change it? Not really complaining about it, I'm just making an observation. At least I think it's the same sound. Okay. Can we push these forward a little bit? Push them up. There you go. Alright. Okay, so after this, we will be picking up all that grass, throwing it into that silage, the bunker silo there, the small one. And we'll get to what do you call it? Oh, right, we're gonna extend that hill field out to the other hill, so it'll like kind of dip down between the two hills where that rock formation is. I'll show you once we get over there to do it. Oh, there you go. And the other ones should be, yep, we could pick those up with our hands. So I'll go ahead and go park this. Okay. And just as prepping for when we are going to need them, I'm just going to go ahead and grab these right away. Okay, that's good. And as soon as we load this up, we'll head straight to the shop, because it's just about 9 o'clock. Shop's going to open here soon. And I know I've been talking about leasing equipment, but I just realized that one of the rules was to not lease equipment. I need to buy the equipment. But I don't think, as much as I don't want to take out a loan, if we have to take out a loan to be able to buy the equipment, then we will do that. We will go ahead and do that at some point here. Go ahead and load this up. That's all right. Looks good to me. Let's head on over to the shop. Get these logs sold. Sorry about driving on your land, whoever you are that owns this side. And at some point I'd like to make kind of like a little town area, sort of. I'll use, you know, the money from what I earn to make it. Kind of have to. I know I could probably use loan money to do it too. But I kind of want to set up a little spot for different selling options, aside from just the farm shop. Like a farmer's market would be cool to put over kind of near the farm shop. Like for instance, let's see, if we kind of set up, kind of want to do it at like a crossroads area, kind of like somewhere right here near my farm or near my homestead. But over here would be good too, these two spots, or maybe like this spot and this spot. We'll see about setting up something like that. I think it would just be neat to have different options of where to sell the different goods that we produce. Hopefully get better prices for things too. But I'm going to go ahead and get to the shop and get these sold, and we'll bring you back at the shop to see how much I make. Alright, here at the shop, I'm going to sell off the wood we have here. Probably fill up with gas and repair the tractor and trailer while we're here too. Okay, unstrap the logs. Let's get that done. $2,272. Not bad for that little tree. Let's go ahead and do the repairs first. You know what? We can repair at the... Yeah, we can repair at the farm. That's fine. Actually, I just realized that. I forgot we have a workshop, a vehicle workshop. But we could use some fuel, so let's go ahead and get that. $43 in fuel costs. Pretty good, considering how much we're using this thing. It's a little workhorse. I like this tractor a lot. Oh, look out. I know there's a... I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, there are collectibles on this map. They're like on... Yeah, there's like 20 collectibles, and I think they're on top of the shop, but we're not gonna get those, because that gives you like $1 million bucks. Which just seems outlandish anyway. Maybe not till, you know, way later when we're already standing on our own 2 feet and doing good, you know, and then we just, you know, grab it for, you know, do something like make the town basically with it. Let's go ahead and get back to the homestead and get to work on the rest of the chores for the day. Alright, we are back. Let's go ahead and park up right here. Do a little maintenance. Let's see. So 115 for that and 866 for that. So that basically took the money that we needed. Well, not needed. We didn't need the money right away or anything like that. But that basically, you know, paid for itself via the tree we sold. I guess we don't always need to repair like that, but I like to like to think, you know, upkeep in the equipment should be part of the you know, part and parcel of owning a farmstead or a homestead like this. So can't just let it go into disrepair. Plus, I think you lose horsepower or speed maybe when you let your equipment get degraded like that. Maybe it loses some of its potency, as it were. So now we're just going to go ahead and windrow up this whole section here, and then pick it up and move it over to the bunker silo. Try and keep it as straight as possible. Just makes it easier to pick up and move. There's a pretty decent little amount of grass out here. And once we get this all picked up and cleaned up out here, we can start go ahead and start plowing this section as well. This will be a good little section out here to add on. This will be one heck of a field. It's going to be a lot of work to maintain this, but I think it'll pay off pretty well in the long run. Especially that first crop of sunflowers. That'll be awesome. We'll definitely have to use smallish equipment. Won't be able to afford the big stuff. So it could take a good amount of time to harvest through. I'm putting the cart before the horse here too, talking about harvesting already. We haven't even planted it in the ground yet. Need to think about that first. So this tractor should be able to pull at least that first planter. Now we don't have to worry about cultivating anything yet, because we've already plowing it basically opens it up to be planted anyway. So we don't have to do anything about that. However, we have some other field work to take into consideration, mainly the rocks. The rocks are going to be a big problem. That's going to just damage. I mean, look at the damage it's already done. Although that could also be part of the damage of the windrower. So yeah, the rocks though, they do damage your vehicle faster, which is not good. We don't want that. And to try and, you know, we're gonna have to get a stone picker to get those out. The only thing is that we won't be able to sell the debris, any of the rock debris, until we get a debris crusher. And there is no debris crusher on this map to begin with. There's no way you can sell the rock debris until you put one down yourself. So I'm not sure if that's going to be something I want to put on my land, or if that will be something we decide to try and put in kind of a factory area or production spot or something like that. It'd be really cool if you could take the debris, like the rocks you get, and then repurpose it into like gravel pathing. Like if you get the debris crusher and you can make gravel from it somehow. Although I'm not 100% sure on how gravel is actually made or found or mined. I would imagine it's mined. It's probably a mining byproduct. But it seems like if you took big rocks like this, you could crush them into smaller rocks. Maybe put that out on a path to make a gravel road or something. Gravel path. I think what I would like to do in the distant future here with this, you know, I like the idea of the sunflowers a lot. Possibly canola as well, and we could go the oil making route. And then once we once we have the money to do so, maybe even get into olive oil. But that is way down the line, because olive orchards are really expensive to set up. I think it's $130 per meter of orchard, or maybe it was more. It's more expensive than setting up the vineyard for grapes. I know that much. I think the grapes was like 110. Or maybe the grapes was 130 and the olives was 160 or something. We can check that here in a little bit. It'd be really cool to get into olives and do the olive oil thing. I'm going to be a little bit more careful going around this rock formation. I want to run into it, you know? But boy, did I need this today. I needed some relaxing farming sim today. I've been off of work for about a month due to an injury. Messed up my finger pretty bad, or at least bad enough where the doc didn't want to send me back to work for like a month. So I took the time off, obviously, and healed up and everything, and now I'm back to work again, but it's been a month since I've worked, so pretty rough physically today. Gotta just, you know, get back into the swing of being back on the clock. So it's nice to get off the clock at the end of the day and be able to do something relaxing like this. Quite therapeutic, if you will. And one thing I would really like to get back into is painting up my Warhammer collection. Maybe even do some videos on that. I would like to do like a little, you know, finally get all of my stuff painted videos, like my whole collection that I have. So I have some stuff that's already done or partially done and almost done. I just need a little bit of a push to get the rest of it done. I need to get more paint though. I don't have enough. A lot of my paints went bad sitting around for so long with inactivity. And it gives me a good reason to paint would be to make a pretty neat little series of me finally getting my collection done. I have like a box set and some other stuff. That, and my brother is also really into Warhammer, and we want to make some opposing armies and battle each other. But it'll be Horus Heresy era stuff. Now this has nothing to do with Farming Simulator, but just kind of brainstorming while I'm doing this. Brainstorming ideas about other videos or just other things I want to get into or get back into. So we're just about done here. This probably won't fill the forage wagon. I would imagine this wouldn't fill the forage wagon, but you never know. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with this amount here. Looks like maybe a couple more passes and we should be good. And we can grab the forage wagon and pick up all these windrows. Get it over into the bunker silo there. Get it started. Finally get it started. Or get the second batch started. Okay, that ought to do it. Let's go ahead and put the windrower away. I wonder if the damage on your tractor also makes you use more fuel. That'd be an interesting thing to learn. Go ahead and drop it off, grab this forage wagon. Let's get out there, pick up these windrows. Huh, wonder why I didn't collect it while going backwards. Actually, I think that might be just balers do that, not the forage wagons. Yeah, I think we might actually fill this thing. That's kind of surprising. I didn't think there was that much grass over here. Didn't seem like that much. Already at 63%. Quite a bit already. I'm struggling going up the hill, that's for sure. You know what's crazy too is I saw a Valtra tractor for sale on the store page. It's not a bad one. It's, you know, it's like 130 horsepower, I think. It's definitely be better than this one. But I've got other machines that need to be bought too. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to fill this up. That is fantastic. Struggling going up the hill though. Oh yeah. Very good. We're gonna go ahead and stop that right now. We'll flip back around, drive over that a bit. Well, let's go grab the rest of the grass first. And then we'll drive over that, flatten it out some. And then, yeah, we'll start flattening it out. Okay, so it is 100% compacted as is now, but I think we might be able to run another set of compaction here. Maybe. We gotta pick up some of this stuff that's kind of on the outside, and then just dump all of it in the middle and hope that we can compact that down and try to keep as much in it as possible. Not sure how that will work, but hopefully it does. I want to blanket it tonight, so I'm not really... I'm not really concerned about how much we can do right now. More... Yeah, we're just going to lose some. I mean, that's just the reality. But we can go ahead and start dumping it. And try to keep it somewhat in the middle here. Can try and drive over it as best as possible. It's not going to work that great, because we're still going to lose some. But I think if we just drive one direction on it for a bit, we can get a good amount finished. And anything that is left outside of it, we'll just throw that in the next batch from the big one. Right there. Now we might be able to kind of like back up and whatnot on it. Let's give it a go. Yeah, we're still gonna lose quite a bit here. But it's not that much. Yeah, if we can keep it kind of within like 32, 31,000, that would be ideal. We're gonna have this like kind of big mountain of stuff right here. Make it a little tougher on us when we go to collect. But it seems to be compacting pretty quickly. I mean, we're also pushing some out, so that's kind of part of it. Yeah, see, we're pushing some out the side there. That's just kind of the reality of this. We'll blanket it, and then we'll see what needs to be picked up. But we're pretty much done for the day as it is. I can already hear the dinner bell going. It's time to get inside. Yeah, let's go ahead and blanket it now. And then everything left, we'll just go ahead and pick up and store until the next go around, until the next cycle of chaff can be fermented. So I don't think it'll be that much left over. It's not going to be any sort of crazy amount left over after this. You know, like probably in the realm of like a couple thousand, a few thousand liters. Nothing too crazy. There we go. Then we'll have to try and get this thing out of here. There we go. Run along the side there, because we don't want chaff left over near the bunker silo. That'll make it difficult to pick up the silage once it is fermented. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. There you go. No, maybe it is a little over, like 5,000 maybe, or a little over 5,000, maybe even going towards 6. That's just, you know. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a bit. We lost a bit. But again, that's just how it is right now. Like until we get a better silo with higher walls on it, we're not gonna get everything in one go on a lot of these. Yeah, that should do it. That should be. No, there's a bit there still. Yeah, it comes like way out here. It's a little odd. Yeah, there's still a bit there on the side. We can try and grab that right now. So it looks like about we lost about 6,000 that we can't get fermented now. You know, a little under 6,000, which isn't too bad. It still leaves, you know, roughly 31,000 in there. So I'd say all in all, still pretty good. But I'm probably just gonna go ahead and leave the chaff in the trailer for now. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. But let's go ahead and check on our greenhouses and everything, see how well they've progressed here. 367 liters of strawberries there, so that's like 50 liters a day, it seems. Or 50 liters within the time frame that I am awake. So that's not bad. Strawberries might be a good bulk product to sell. You know, every 1,000 liters is, you know, somewhere in the realm of, you know, $250. So we could be sitting pretty here with strawberry sales. Got 34% on this one. I don't remember how much is in there. I probably should write these things down. But we can go ahead and check our chickens too. Might as well see how the chickens are doing as far as eggs. Looks like we're still sitting at 36 pieces. It'll be like another day before they lay some more. These ones are still growing, so it's gonna be some time before we see any eggs from the chickens. Like, see any eggs from them. And they're basically going to be the chickens that we leave alone. We'll just always have in there, and then they'll lay eggs, and that'll be how it is with them. And the other two chicken coops, or chicken pastures, those will be our eggs, but also chicken production. So they'll have more chickens, and we'll sell those chickens. We'll sell the old chickens and keep the new ones. I did leave the lights on, dang it. Should have done that. Anyway, that's it for today, everybody. I'm going to get me some dinner, take a bath, and go to bed. Thanks for stopping by, and I hopefully will see you all tomorrow. Until then, have a great night, everyone.